Hey everybody, it's Benny One, and I'm back at you with another movie review today. And today we're reviewing the live-action Street Fighter movie, everybody, that came out in 1994. That is right. The basic gist of this movie is you have Colonel Guile, who is played by Jean-Claude Van Damme. He gets together with his military, his army, and a group of martial arts heroes to go and rescue some prisoners and stuff that are being held captive by Director M. Bison, played by Raul Julia, everybody, and his army. That's right, that's the basic plot of this movie. It's a mid 90s action movie, everybody. Um, and I gotta tell you, this movie is a guilty pleasure movie for me. It has been quite a few years since I've seen it, and I finally ordered it online on Blu-ray so I could rewatch it again. It's a guilty pleasure movie. I could sit here and nitpick the shit out of this movie and tear it down, tear it apart, and talk to you about how it's the plot holes, the writing, all that stuff. It just the value, like what they spent on this movie, and how like some of the gun barrels, like literally, like one of the like assault rifles had a gun barrel that was that big on it, so that obviously was not a real gun. I mean, you could nitpick the hell out of this movie, but I'm not going to, because this for me is a guilty pleasure movie. Is it a great movie? No, it's not. But when it's a guilty pleasure movie, you just enjoy watching it for what it is. You enjoy the crap that it is. You just enjoy it. It's a mid 90s action movie. It's loaded with cheese from that era. The comedy is so the comedy in the movie doesn't take me out of the movie because it just seems to fit in with what kind of movie this is. Like, this movie is very self-aware of what kind of action movie this is. They I think they knew, they're like, this is in the 90s, especially the mid 90s. I think they knew we're making a movie based on a fighting video game franchise. Would I have rather have seen them make a more serious and more, like a movie that's tied to the video game more with the story and everything? Of course I would have. So they tried to make a more serious version of this movie, The Legend of Chung Li, like I don't know how many years ago, and that I think that movie's worse than this one in my opinion. But I enjoy this movie way more than that movie. So, and it's because this movie's just self-aware of what kind of movie it is. It knows it's over the top. It knows it's corny. It knows it's loaded with 90s action cheese. And Jean-Claude Van Damme is just, he's doing what he does in this movie, doing his spin kicks. And Raul Julia, though, is the standout in this movie, you guys. M. Bison, everybody. And rest in peace, Raul Julia. He was a veteran actor taking on this role, and I can imagine he read the script for this movie and was like, okay, all right, I know what kind of villain I'm going to play in this movie. It's over the top 90s villain, and he runs wild with it in this movie, and it fits with the tone of the movie because, like I said, they knew what kind of movie they were making here, and yeah, it doesn't totally nail down the vibe of the video game, but they took these video game characters, and by the end of the movie, actually, they literally all pretty much look, for the most part, look like they do in the video game. They do, and at the very end, they do something really cool, actually, which I kind of like. If you played Street Fighter, you know what I'm talking about, especially if you've seen the movie. So, yeah, but he's the standout. Like, his speeches that he gives are just, I just think they're funny. They're cool. I don't know. It's a guilty pleasure movie for me. It's got great 90s action. The set pieces are kind of like Bison's little floating like thing that he's on giving his speeches all the time. They show a shot of it down, and it literally looks like a Street Fighter arcade thing with the joystick and the buttons and stuff. That kind of stuff's just funny. So there's little Easter eggs like that in the movie. So I don't know. I just appreciate it for what it is. It's, I guess if you could call it good garbage. I don't know if there is good garbage, but I like this garbage. It's entertaining to me and I enjoy it. So I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10. Like I said, it's not a good, like if you're looking at it as a movie, and reviewing it on all the like technical parts of being a movie, yeah, it would probably be like probably a 4. But I get enough entertainment out of it because of the guilty pleasure side of the world, so I'm giving it a 7 out of 10, everybody. So let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about this movie. If you enjoyed it, you like it, is it a guilty pleasure for you? Do you hate it? You never want to watch it again? Let me know, everybody. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new. Smash that like button for me. And make sure you smash that notification bell so you keep getting all my updated videos. And I'll be catching y'all on tube laters because I have spoken.